All right, everybody, the very first thing I'll talk about is Resident Alien. If you guys have not seen this show before, Alan Tudyk is the man. I love Alan. Round of applause to Alan Tudyk. Alan Tudyk's been around for a long time, and he's always doing every voiceover role that is out there. Now, he's been playing Clayface over there in the DCU quite a bit, and now he didn't get up for the actual DCU movie, but he has been doing so many great things, and Resident Alien is a fun show out there. The fourth season is officially going to be the end of it, though, guys. Unfortunately, if you're a fan of that show, the fourth season is the end. Now, after season 3 had been canceled over there at USA and Sci-Fi, their parent network, they actually picked it up and they were going to do one more season. When I started seeing this drop on YouTube, full episodes, I was like, oh, it's not going to last. But I'm happy they got to go out for one more season, and they were able to give it out on their own terms and finalize the actual series. Because it is a fun series about Alan Tudyk, an alien that crashes on Earth, takes over someone else's life, and then finds humanity in his own way, guys. Check that out if you guys can. The last season is going to be airing. The last episode for season 4 will air on August 12th, and that'll be at Resident Alien. You can find it live on Peacock. You can see it on the cock, or also you can see it also on YouTube. Check it out, guys. It's a great show. But, a lot of people are probably dressing like aliens over there at Comic-Con this weekend, guys, because Comic-Con's been going all over the place. Everybody's talking about Comic-Con, and they actually showed a bunch of the new Alien series that's over there on FX. So I'm an Alien Earth, guys, and FX is super excited about this show. So much so, they showed the whole first episode to all those people. People are raving and excited about it. Of course, Timothy Olyphant's in this. He showed up. Also, Sidney Chandler, Alex Lawler. There's a bunch of people. I mean, of course, all the cast came together. A bunch of directors showed up, and they were having a good time. They did this big, different alien kind of crash landing site at there as well, which was really fascinating to see pictures from that. I wish I could have been there. Massive Galactus, as you can see, was there as well for Fantastic Four. King of the Hill had a big thing. Twisted Metal, Toxic Avenger had a whole thing. Also, Five Nights at Freddy's and Coyote vs. Ugly. It was like, yes, it's coming. Will Forte showed up to be like, we're finally bringing this project out. I'm super excited, guys. Thank you. We have released the freaking Coyote and the Warrior. We've released them finally. Peacemaker, Gen V. There's a lot to talk about that. There's so many projects came out.
Brian, did they film the alien crash site down in New Mexico?
I don't think they did, GR. They should have, though. They should have done. They actually remade it in San Diego. Close, but no cigar, GR. I tell you, if they would have, GR, I think our president would have been involved. And there's a new Rick and Morty president series coming, guys. If you guys have ever seen the Rick and Morty, you're probably super excited about this because Keith David, who voices the president of the United States in Rick and Morty over at Adult Swim, officially is coming back for his own spin-off series. They announced it. He came forward during Comic-Con to talk about it, and he's going to be playing President Curtis once again. Now they're going right back in the Rick and Morty world. They haven't said how long ago, how many episodes or whatnot, but we're getting at least one season, and it's going to follow that commander-in-chief from Rick and Morty and his eccentric staff as they tackle the kinds of crises that Rick and Morty would never actually address, called interdimensional democracy and diplomacy, and also paranormal investigations and unexplained phenomena, which we need more of that, guys. Let's get into that and figure out what's going on like that, and let's tackle that, and let's tackle AI, like, of course, Tron is doing. And Tron was over there at the Comic-Con, and they had a huge, massive layout entering the grid. They had a bunch of people dancing out there with cycles and all that. It was like apparently the massive display, so much so that Kevin Smith was like, this costs more than actual Mallrats or Clerks, guys. This costs more than all of my projects, and it's just for Comic-Con. And I was like, all right, I love that. I love Kevin Smith. What a great guy. He was out there talking about, but they had, of course, the director came forward. We had Jeff Bridges show up, and people cheered him massively. Jared Leto showed up. Guys, they had a big panel talking about AI. And even Jeff Bridges, when he was talking about it, he really got into the whole AI thing because, of course, that's what we're all thinking about these days, right? We're always talking about AI and cruise control, always. And he's like, this came out in 1982, Jeff Bridges said, 43 years ago. Come on, man. Of course, he said, man. And we're continuing this story. I'm so excited about it. It was so much fun to be a part of this world. But he said, these days, artificial intelligence is always on everyone's minds and their hearts. The most important thing is that we kick this technology around artistically before it actually kicks us around. Guys, I love that. I love that so much. And then he also said, my ears about hearing the grim news about the future. I want to tell you now, avoid all that. Let's get together and let's have a good time and fight technology. Love that. I love that. And Kevin Smith was like a big part of this, even so much so that when the Predator had their display, the Predator actually targeted Kevin Smith, guys. He came out on stage, and then he actually had his laser going around. He found Kevin Smith, and then he started speaking his own Predator language. And Kevin Smith's like, I don't speak Predator talk. And then he also apparently shouted out, I'm not in the Epstein files. And I'm like, okay, Kevin Smith, have a good time, man. Have a good time. Have a good time. It's on everybody's minds. I gotta say, it's on everybody's minds, guys. So they did debut the first 15 minutes of the Predator original, the new Badlands series, or I should say movie that's coming out. And they're actually about like two Predators that are battling out for their dad's like honor. And I guess the younger one is like the runt of the group, and no one believes he's actually going to be any good. And so the dad wants to kill the runt. And in that, they actually fight. The brother tries to send the runt off to the secret planet, which is where he has to hunt down the biggest bad that any Predator has ever fought, and that's how the movie starts off. It sounds great to me. I'm actually very fascinated to see where that goes. I love the Predator, guys. I love the Alien franchise, but I love the Predator even more. So, guys, this looks like a nice, fresh perspective for the Predator series, guys. Hopefully it's good. He's gotten into a little trouble, too. People always get into trouble, Queen. It happens every day. But hopefully the Predator breaks box offices like Mortal Kombat's trailer broke that box office for that. Not box office, but actually the YouTube algorithm, guys. The YouTube algorithm, right? Broke that algorithm, guys. I'm telling you right now. Guys, 106.8 million views, Brandon, opening day of that Mortal Kombat trailer. 106.8 million views in 24 hours. 24 hours. We talked about it last week. This is what comes up in my mind. It's coming out October 24th. We're not that far away, guys. I love Mortal Kombat. You guys saw I was pretty toasty last Friday when we talked about it, and I'll probably be pretty toasty tonight.
Yes, you were.
We took a long time for intros tonight, GR. I'm pretty toasty by the time we get to the feature story, but we're having a fun time talking about Mortal Kombat and of course, Fantastic Four. Based on a true story, you talking about Mortal Kombat? I hope it's not. Or Predator? Maybe if you're talking about GR and his dating life, then it's based on a true story about that Predator. I don't know.
My ex-wife, maybe.
I'm saying your dating life, GR. Your dating life these days. There's predators out there, and do not let those predators catch GR before he catches them with that tongue, guys. So speaking about Mortal Kombat and video games, Bandai and Sony have reached a deal, guys. This is a crazy different situation for it across the board. If you guys know anything about Bandai, they've had a lot of great movies, TV shows, video games, all that. But Sony has also done that same thing with the Sony PlayStation, and Sony is now working hand in hand with them and Namco, who did Pac-Man, guys. Think about that too. As part of a strategic alliance, they're calling it, to focus on expanding their community and also to help anime become a big deal in the television entertainment network, guys. And this idea is crazy because now they've got like 2%. It's not even that much money, but it's like 2% of the company. They spent like 68 billion yen or $464 million to get that 2.5% of stake in Bandai to bring their projects here to the United States and start making TV shows and movies. I'm talking about Soul Calibur, Elden Ring, and Dark Rings. All those franchises are happening now because of the Sony deal. It's a big, big deal for video game fans out there. But also it does fall into what's been actually pretty popular these days. Look at Fallout. Look at The Last of Us. Look at Twisted Metal, guys. These are big series that are happening right now that Sony's going to have some say in now when they didn't before. What are the ramifications moving forward for those shows, for HBO Max, Warner Brothers, for Peacock, guys? Amazon, big companies that already have rights to these. Now Sony has some say too, so I'm interested to see where that goes. What was that? I was jumping, but I'm saying right now, but also Pac-Man. Pac-Man's gonna be coming, guys. A lot of big shows coming. I love this nostalgia stuff. It's fantastic for me. Just like I'm excited about Masters of the Universe, guys, because Masters of the Universe officially has released their first little promo, which really just showed Masters of the Universe. Yeah, Mark the Eagle, you're probably excited, aren't you, man? But the Masters of the Universe is like we're showcasing the titles. Here we go, guys. Great, we got the titles out there, but they did give us an official premise and a release date for this. We got a release date, GR, June 5th, 2026. We know when it's coming now officially, when, of course, Jared Leto will be Skeletor. We're going to find out very soon. We also know that the movie is going to take place following 10-year-old... Okay, GR. I'm not going to make it the Fantastic Four, GR. And keep coming after me, GR. But Masters of the Universe is going to follow 10-year-old Prince Adam who crashed to Earth in a spaceship, and he was separated from his magical power sword, guys. So he doesn't have the power anymore. And at that point, he lost that link. What? What was that, Brandon?
Oh, I didn't say anything.
Oh no, he said something. At that point, was that maybe a Luke? Let me say, was that Pepstar?
Yeah.
Pepstar, you say something?
No, sir.
I'm hearing
dogs can't talk.
I'm hearing stuff, guys. Well, at that point, when he's separated from his sword, that only linked to his home, he starts losing and forgetting about all of that, and he's tracked down 2 decades later, and then he's brought whisked back into space, back to his home planet to fight the evil Skeletor. And we'll find out what happens, guys. He has to defeat him, and he has the power once again, I hope, if Jeff Bezos allows him to have it, because, of course, it's a Bezos control thing now.
Skeletor in this motherfucker!
Skeletor! I just hope they stick to the premise and
another money has to drink.
Stick did great, guys, over there on Apple TV Plus, but it hasn't officially been picked up yet. If you guys haven't checked it out there, Owen Wilson, I actually had a fun time. The season finale just aired. Is there going to be a season 2? I don't know yet. This is kind of bad for them because usually Apple says something early on. Yeah, I would think we would have heard something by now. I think Owen Wilson does a great job. The kid does a great job. It's really kind of trying to be like Ted Lasso, but meets golf as opposed to soccer. So, you know, has got heart, soul, family, love, all that stuff. And also a little drama.
Aaron's good.
He's great, right? Great.
Yeah.
Have you watched it yet, Brandon?
Yeah, I've watched like the first 4 or 5 episodes, I think. And
he
steals the show. He steals the show.
He's hilarious.
Yeah.
He's hilarious. And like even like interaction, like when they're running different like scams on people and stuff like that, and with the relationship, there's a lot of fun moments there, right? It's a lot of fun moments.
I don't watch a lot of TV, so it takes a lot for me to be like, okay, I'm going to keep watching this.
Well, I hope you finish it, and I hope it gets a season 2. I hope so. You know, honestly, hopefully they stick to the plan, then it will, and I hopefully also that Gen V sticks to the plan, guys, because Gen V has released the next trailer over at ComicCON as well. And they're talking about how, of course, the character of Maria, K. Jazz's Sinclair's Maria, left, but she's brought back to the school thanks to Starlight, and now she's going to have to battle off Homelander trying to dominate the world. And they even had some Homelander stuff. They showed a little bit of the last season of The Boys. People are screaming, we're having a great time. I hope it's all great, guys. We'll watch that trailer, but a lot of breaking news there, buddy.
Yo, player, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we are live. And if you are able to join our Patreon, please join. Because the Pep Star needs more snickety snacks. Because I'm hungry. Holla back. Love y'all.